Hi, Janet here. Tonight I'm going to show you a really simple way to make a glue book slash collage slash journal, art journal, quickly and easily with old magazines. And as you can see, there are a couple sizes that you can make. So, they end up absolutely adorable and totally workable and usable. And they have that wonderful crunch that magazines do. I know that sounds silly, but the sound, to me, art is very visceral. So sounds count, you know. Sounds count. So there's that one, and then there's this one, which is a really unfinished. I mean, that's why I'm showing you. A really awesome size to work in. And so this is what they are. This is the other half of this magazine. You tear them in half. Now the easiest way to do that, I'm going to turn that over because it's a particular brand. So to me, the easiest way and the best way to get the size that you want, I'm just going to use this ad line as my example. But you take your ruler and you begin to tear your pages. Now, the more precise the ruler, okay, that page was already taken out at the front. The more precise the ruler, the better your line is going to be. And you begin to tear layer after layer, and that's how you get this size book. So this is the other half of that one, as I said, of this one here. And the cover on this one is just cardboard. It's only a piece of cardboard. I rounded off the corners. So I like round corners on covers and stuff. They can be a pain sometimes, but it really stiffens up the cover nicely. And then the inside pages. On this one, I forget what magazine it was. People, I think. And there's some pictures in here I'm going to incorporate into the pages I'm doing as collage or glue book kind of things. There's some things I'm going to add as part of, you know, part of the page I'm doing. My goodness, she's in the news a lot. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so the way I made this one, this is the other half of it, is I begin in the center always, the center of the magazine. There it is. Okay, and you simply fold it in half, crease, use whatever you need to use to crease it. And I fold one half in one way, and when I'm done that half, I fold this half in this way, just for continuity. There really is no reason behind it, no logical reason, you know. So you fold it in like that. And when you're done folding all of them in, if you feel the need, because now your pages are double thickness, if you feel the need to take some out, to tear some pages out of the magazine so that you have more room for things you're going to glue in, because we all know that that takes up space in a journal. We all know how thick books can get. So if you think you need to take some out, now is a good time to do it. And then when you're done with that, oh, that's 2. Might even be 3. There we go. Okay, so, and so when you're done with that and you've got all your pages that you want in there folded in half, you just bring in your glue stick and you run a line of glue along there, trying really hard to get it in the crease properly. Flatten it down, go on to the next page, and go back through a couple of times, because there'll be a little bit of stick from something, you know, a little bit of glue that shouldn't be there, sticking, you know, your pages. So just gently pull them apart, but glue each flap down. You can even glue like this You can glue it down like this and have yourself a pocket, although they're not very sturdy, and you have to be careful, you know, pushing the glue to the limits because we're just using stick glue or whatever. I've tried the tacky glue, the liquid. On magazine paper, it doesn't work as well as the stick glue. I did use the purple stick glue. Where's my stick of it? It's purple Elmer's stick, and it's incredibly strong, folks. I absolutely love that glue. So that's how you make this kind of glue book or journal. See, all the pages are really pushed down, like creased, nicely creased. And I got enough glue in there that they feel solid and without bubbles. And so now I can go through and I can paint on them with acrylic. Watercolor does not work on magazine paper unless you do a base coat of like white acrylic or black acrylic or something, or you know, any number of products that put a plain white coating on a page. Matte medium, anything like that. So then you go through and you can either use parts of the pictures and do a kind of reverse collage, you know, wiping out some of the picture, or you can wipe it all out, cover it up with your own pictures, paint on them, leave journal spots for them, do tuck-ins. It's a journal, and it ends up being quite a sturdy little journal once you're done fixing the pages. As you're going through and gluing your flaps down, if there are any that are having an issue staying in the magazine itself, find the source of the separation or problems and lay a piece of sellotape there, just the clear Scotch tape, and then you just paste over that. But this is an amazingly strong, sturdy, once you put the cardboard on, it's a sturdy little book to work in. And that is done exactly how I showed you, folding the pages over. This is a magazine taken as a full magazine. Here we go. Okay, and again, you start from the inside and you simply fold the pages over like this and keep doing that, and again you glue them. There are people that design different ways to do things. I don't know if design, it's more remind people that there are other ways to do things. Now, I don't find the paper in a magazine or circular strong enough singly to take a lot of glue or paint. It just, to me, it doesn't work. Sometimes even double, it doesn't work great. There's certain medium I avoid because of that, and so on. But some people leave this flap undone and do their journaling on either a paper they've glued in the middle, or they've whitewashed their page or something, but they journal inside and then do their art on the outside. For me, I did try it, but it ended up being too much of a strain on the paper. Some magazines, like the Traveler's one, is gorgeous paper, strong, sturdy. That's what I've made my one magazine, Travelers. This is the Travelers magazine, and its pages are just wonderful and sturdy. It's just a really beautifully made magazine. Most magazine paper, to me, needs to be doubled to take any kind of abuse at all. And these circulars, this is, I think, a Mark's Work Warehouse or something. These circulars even thinner, so sometimes I do double pages, fold them over, glue them all, because I like a sturdy page to work on. But that's how you get this size glue book, this one here. And this one's fun. It has a lovely feel. There's a good feel. I didn't overload the pages. I didn't put too many in. But I've got just enough now that I'm going to go back through. And it's a good place to put some of the backgrounds that I've made. When I've been doing backgrounds for fun, For example, this one I made not too long ago. I was goofing around with a couple of pots of paint that I had that were running out. So I did this in acrylic, this background. So I may just take this and do a double spread in this book with that background and do something really interesting or pretty on there. So it's a good place for me to use up some of the things that I've played with or cut out or, you know, created or whatever that I'm not likely to use anywhere else. So these books are free because they're magazines that you get given or you save, and totally workable for any kind of journal you want other than watercolor. They really don't work well with watercolor. So this is just wrapping paper over top. So grab yourself a magazine, and you can get at least one for yourself out of it. Or you can get two smaller ones out of a magazine and just have fun. The other nice thing about these is because they are free and easy to get. If you mess up, it doesn't matter. If you play around, it doesn't matter. The whole idea is to just enjoy yourself and have fun with something that isn't expensive and that you can really just have some fun with, doodle in whatever you want to do. But these are something I made a couple of weeks ago, and I'm getting ready to fill them, so I wanted to share them with you before I start filling them. I will do a flip through if at some point I finish them, because I'm notorious for for leaving empty pages in. I'm not one of these people that get very obsessive about finishing a book. There are times when I just get bored with the journal I'm working in, and there it sits. And I have to be okay with that in myself, because to push myself to do work in a journal I'm no longer really enthused about, or, I mean, I might love what's in there, but I'm not enthused about working in it any longer. And to me, I'd rather put whatever effort I am feeling into whatever book feels comfortable at the time, so that my work turns out even better. At least that's how I feel. But these are fun journals and especially for children. Children can make these easily with supervision and so on, and have fun themselves. So enjoy, make some glue books, and have some fun.